So East versus West is almost here. There's so many matches, and it's very hard to stop the excitement that I have as a huge arm wrestling fan. I can't wait for these matches. I can't wait to see some of these pairs on the table and just see who is the stronger, who is the better arm wrestler. In this video, Jan is going to give his thoughts on 4 matches. So all of these matches are very important, but of course some are kind of, at least for us, they're way more interesting than the other ones. So these are Jan's thoughts on the matches. I want to say this on this video. I think Engin Terzi right now is the best promoter we have. It's not just he puts up amazing matches that everyone wants to see, and he wants to see. This is why he puts them on, but also he promotes them. Like every time you go online, there's an hour video of Engin talking with some of these athletes, promoting the hell out of it. Buy the pay-per-view. Link is in description. If you do not support this sport, no one else will. It should be arm wrestling community that help each other. So there will be no illegal streams. All those going to be taken down. There will be no videos available anywhere. All of those going to be taken down. So support the sport. Allow us to grow.
John Brzenk, Zurab Tabaridze. Just 3-4 months ago we saw Zurab against Ron Bass, and that was absolutely war, and I enjoyed that fight a lot, and probably that was strongest version of Zurab I have ever seen. But Zurab himself said that a few weeks before event he had COVID, and he lost a lot of weight and a lot of strength as well. And right now we will see at least 50% stronger Zurab than before. I really don't think 50% is possible, but I'm quite sure that we will see biggest and strongest Zurab we have ever seen. And if you know Zurab, it's almost always he's in fight, and if he stops you, he's so strong in those defensive positions that he can pull and burn out almost everyone. But right now we are talking about John Brzenk, and I'm quite sure that John will have hand control, John will have wrist, John will have rotator. So generally speaking, John will put Zurab in a worst position possibly. That's my idea of that fight, and I see that John will have that control. Question: can he finish the fight, and how much endurance he has? But also I don't remember when was the last time when someone without a hand, without a wrist, with dead wrist was able to win against John Brzenk. And we can say that John is getting older, and so, but and with many arm wrestlers I say that no one will stop him. Expect maybe time can stop him, but right now with John Brzenk it seems that even time can't stop him. So I expect at the end that John will win a fight, and he will find a way how to deal with Zurab. But that will be a good fight, and I'm really looking forward to it. Todd Hutchings, Irakli Zirakishvili. So if we're looking for someone who could deal with Todd, Irakli seems like a good option. At least what we remember from past, Todd is not losing in a slow hook match, or at least we haven't seen it for a while, and especially in the same weight division. But he's kind of struggling with arm wrestlers who have good start, good explosive starting position, good hand control, and Irakli seems like an arm wrestler who have all those things. But again, the question is, we also know that Irakli pulled against Sasha Andreev, and he was able to flash pin Sasha in the first round, but after Sasha was able to stop Irakli, more or less even without getting inside, but he stopped Irakli with a flat hand, flat wrist. He was able to win from that position, and I kind of see that Todd can stop almost everyone in same position without a hand, with flat wrist or even with little lost wrist, and still fight back from that position. It was quite a long time ago, 2018, WAF World Championship, last WAF World, where we saw Irakli pulling, and Irakli and Talgat Taktayev, and as well Talgat was able to press through Irakli without a hand, without a wrist. And of course Irakli is 2 times stronger right now, and he's heavier and bigger, but he faces also one of opponents who is known for his dead wrist, flat wrist, or ability to pull from any position. And I kind of see that if Todd will be able to stop Irakli in decent position, I believe he can win this fight. Dave Chaffee and Gennady Kvikwinya. If we look very simple to this fight, Gennady lost against Hermes Gasparini. Hermes Gasparini lost against Alex Kurdecha, and Alex Kurdecha lost against Dave Chaffee. So simple mathematics, and Dave is a winner. But arm wrestling is not always so simple, and I expect much more from this fight. If we remember previous times they pulled in Warsaw 5 years or so ago, they won, and again it seems like an advantage for Dave, and in my mind he's a favorite of this fight. But we also have to remember that previous times they fight, Gennady was seriously injured, and his ability to pull was quite limited, and he was able to just to try to post, or not even a good top roll, but just pulling back and posting. But Gennady's arm wrestling ability is much more, and he can hook, he can press, he can pull in different positions. His endurance is great, he can pull in long fights. Question is for me, can he do much against Dave's impressive back pressure and hand control? So can he enter a fight? Because if it will be something similar like against Hermes Gasparini, when Hermes took Gennady's hand and rotator, and generally took everything out of Gennady, I don't expect that Gennady will press through Dave's hand without control. So Gennady needs control in this fight. He needs hand. He needs some good biomechanical advantage in that position to be able to fight against such a force as Dave. I see it as a very interesting fight, but at the end I also see that Dave has more advantage, and I think Dave will win this fight. Monster Michael Todd and Revaz Lutidze. Michael has not been so successful lately, and I would love to see Mike back on winning path, winning trail, but Revaz is some serious task again, and we haven't seen Georgian Giant in action for a few years, but as much as I have seen in some latest videos, he's looking huge, he's looking ready, bigger than ever, stronger than ever. He's looking good against his Georgian teammates, against Levan, against Gennady, and definitely those are guys you can measure your level and see where you stand, and as much as I understand, he feeling good and looking good and feeling strong. And if we talk about techniques and styles, we know that Revaz is known for his top roll ability, and we have seen in some official fights that Revaz can take Levan's hand, Revaz can take Gennady's hand. It has happened before, at least, and why not Mike this time? but also we know that it's just a part of job. It's just a part of success to take Mike's hand, because you need to finish him, and that's probably the biggest struggle for many of arm wrestlers, to press till that pin pad, because Mike can pull great in those defensive position or jump in his king's move, but also Ray was have his teammate Gennady Kukwinja in his corner and his training partner, and I believe Gennady will help Revos a lot, and they know what they are expecting, what he's fighting against, so they can prepare well that transition from top roll to press. Mike's biggest advantage in my eyes is his huge experience in arm wrestling super match format. He has pulled it a lot in different formats, different tournaments, and he knows how to prepare him for super match. He knows how to deal in a long fights. His endurance is great. He can pull along, and also he's big heart for arm wrestling. He will fight till end, and that's what I really expect to see in that fight. And by saying all that, I actually think that Mike could win this one and change his last two not so successful fights and then get a win again. But it will not be easy for sure.
So I'm right now in an airport. I'm gonna board the plane to go to Turkey in about an hour. And yeah, do you agree with your honest assessment? Yeah, I think it's gonna be way more even than people think. I think West is bringing a crazy team, but I think it's gonna be very close, and I'm super excited for all the matches. Can't wait. See you in Turkey. Stay strong and love arm wrestling.